In my episode of Canadian Mortgage Weekly, episode 135, I am going to be covering home inspection rebates. April is National Home Inspections Month. And what that means is we celebrate home inspectors and what they bring to the home buying process. A lot of the times, if you're buying a home in Canada, you're going to get a home inspection when you're buying and purchasing that home. And that home inspector is going to provide you with a report on your home to give you an idea of how much you're going to have to spend to bring it up to code and what to do to fix it and all that you need to know before buying that home to make a proper and informed decision. Now, one of the things that a lot of lenders do during April of each year is they actually come out with some promotions that are available to people that are purchasing a home that allows them to actually rebate that home inspection cost. So, what I'm seeing, what I want to share with you all today is actually one way to put money back in your pocket and actually also get that home inspection done for you. So, as you know, I've covered a lot of different things this month for National Home Inspection Month. We've covered things like purchase plus improvement mortgages, on how to add money to your mortgage to help pay for the improvements that you're going to need to get into that home. And we've covered as well cashback mortgages to get you that money if you need to put in a new roof or a new furnace. And that is extra money given to you by the lender to do that. We've covered off a number of different items regarding National Home Inspection Month. So today we're actually going to be looking at rebates. So what does that mean? Well, a rebate is something that you get money back for. And in this case, it'd be a home inspection. So, a lot of the times when you're buying your home, you're actually going to put in an offer. And in that offer to purchase with your real estate agent, you're actually going to put in it's conditional upon a home inspection. And then usually a buyer has 5 to 7 days, sometimes 10 business days to complete that home inspection. And when they do, the home inspector comes to the home and they take about 2, 3 hours going through the home. And the home inspection ends up costing the client approximately $400 for this multi page report. Now, you can get additional services added onto that. You can put cameras down the drain pipes to see how good the drains are in that home. That may cost you an extra $50 to $100. You actually can get a heat mapping of the home where the home inspector actually takes a camera around the whole entire home and finds out heat and cool loss, energy loss around the home. That could cost another $50 to $100. So when you're getting a full home inspection done on your home, it could actually cost you $500, $600 all in. Now, these lenders are actually giving you rebates for up to $600 on a home inspection. And lenders actually need a home inspection or prefer a home inspection when a client does that because it secures their interest a little more. It gives them an opportunity to even ask for that home inspection if they need it to complete the financing for you. So with this rebate, it's actually going to put money back into your pocket and it's going to make it so the home inspection is not going to cost you anything at all. And the way this works is clients will get the funding for the rebate after closing. It's within 30 days of closing of the mortgage. So with that, you're going to be able to get that home inspection rebate, which is a $600 rebate within 30 days of your mortgage closing. So, home inspection rebates will happen for any mortgage pre approval that is started in April of 2023. So, how that works is you're going to actually start your pre approval and you're going to actually get that into the system, and that mortgage company will see that pre approval come in. And with that, you're actually going to get that pre approval dated before April or by April 30th, and then you'll be able to move forward with your purchase. Now, you may not buy your home right away before April, but as long as that pre approval is into the system by April 30th and you're moving forward with a purchase on your home, you're actually going to be able to qualify for that home inspection rebate. And even if you don't buy your home for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you might actually even not buy your home for 5 or 6 months. As long as you keep renewing that original pre-approval that started in April, you will qualify for that home inspection rebate. Pretty amazing program. And as mentioned, it's a program available to any home buyer, not just a first-time home buyer. And this program is available to all these home buyers to be able to get your home inspected and get that money put back into your pocket. I know that when I've bought homes in the past, I've always gone with a home inspection. Uh, well, actually, not my first home. My first home I ever bought, I didn't even do a home inspection. I bought it privately, so that's a lie. But yeah, all the other homes, and you know what? A home inspection can find a bunch of information about that home. So you may be able to find out, the roof has only a few more years left on its lifespan, or they're going to actually look at the furnace as well and the AC unit and say, this is a AC unit that is working right now, but you may expect 2 to 3 years left on this AC unit. They're going to look at things like the ductwork, the condition of the electrical plugs, the condition of the doors and the windows and the caulking, a lot of things that you probably would know about as if you're handy. But the thing is, even if you're handy, you may not remember to check everything. These home inspectors have lists, they have a guide that guides them through the whole process. And with that, they are able to check everything needed on your home to be able to get that home inspected properly. And they go through a bunch of checklists and they provide you with that checklist report at the end with comments, lots and lots and loads of pictures. And that report, as I mentioned, can cost $400, $500, even $600. So with a home inspection rebate, that can put a lot of money back in your pocket with a $600 home inspection rebate. And with that home inspection rebate, you can use that money for whatever you wish. It's within 30 days of closing of your mortgage. So again, the requirements to qualify for this home inspection rebate would be that you start the mortgage process before April 30th, which is the last day of National Home Inspection Month. So as long as you start the process, you can start a pre-approval process if you're not buying right away. And you're going to be able to get that into the system. And your mortgage professional will need to put in for the home inspection rebate upon submission of their file. So if you're working with your own mortgage professional, make sure you talk to them about this program. Make sure you let them know that, you know what, it's National Home Inspection Month. We want to apply for the home inspection rebate program. It's a program that is rebating you up to $600 of the cost of your home inspection during April. The process needs to start. And as I mentioned, you can buy your home in July, August, December, so long as you're renewing that original pre-approval and going forward with that forward into the next steps there. So moving on from that, I wanted to also let you know that I am running a giveaway today. Anyone that is going to like, comment, share, and tag a friend will be entered into a giveaway. So make sure that you do that today. The contest does close at 11:59 a.m. today. And next week we'll be running another giveaway for 2 gift cards. I don't know which ones yet, but I will make sure to announce them next week on our episode. But yes, home inspection rebates, very key. You want to make sure that you get your process started before April 30th. And to do that, you will need to either start a pre-approval and make sure it renews over and over again. So you get to that point where you are buying a home. And as long as your pre-approval process started before April 30th, during the month of April, the lenders will be able to apply for that home inspection rebate program because it is National Home Inspections Month in April of 2023. And we won't have this rebate program come back in effect until next year in April. So make sure you join on this now, even if you're not buying for 6-7 months. As long as you're renewing your pre-approval until then, you're going to be good to go. So moving on from that, that's the home inspection rebate program and how to qualify for that. I did want to cover some other things, some other items that specifically to regards the mortgage updates and the market updates today. And one of the things I wanted to cover is actually home prices. So in Canada, the national average sale price has been increasing 2 months in consecutively now. Last month, we saw a 4% increase in the national average house price. That's a 1 month change, 4% up higher. And that's a average national house price of $686,371. And that's a increase from the month prior. And in the month before that, 2 months ago, we saw a increase in the national average house price of 8%. That is huge. So 8%, that was in February of 2023, and 4% increase we saw in March of 2023. Now we're looking at April, and April is looking like a pretty heavy and pretty heavy demand on real estate so far this month. I've been seeing a lot of buyers go through the month this month and go through and put offers on homes, and it's been a lot of competition out there. Actually, I have a few buyers that have been waiting to buy, and they waited until April to get in. They saw that the prices went up in February. They saw the prices went up in March, and now they're trying to get in, and they're having a hard time actually getting into the market right now, which is unfortunate because they wanted to get in before the prices went up. And prices are going up. Why are they going up? Well, rates have been coming down. I've been seeing that rates have been coming down on the fixed rate side. Fixed rates for the 5-year fixed have dropped quite significantly since March of 2023, and they've been dropping quite steadily since the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. And why is that? Well, it's because the 5-year fixed rates in Canada follow what's called the 5-year bond yield. And in Canada, the 5-year bond yield has gone down quite considerably. In March of 2023, the 5-year bond yield was sitting at 3.59% to 3.65%. And right now it's sitting at a range of 2.9 to 3.09. So that's a 0.5% reduction. And when you look at it, the banks are actually using the 5-year bond yield as a source of mortgage funds, and they're making the spread on that. So 5-year fixed rates have dropped about a 0.5%. And in turn, what that's done is allowed clients to be able to afford marginally more home. And because of that, they were looking for prices to come down. So instead, prices were where they were at. They were able to afford just a bit more. And because rates went down, they were able to pay that same amount for that little bit of a higher priced home, which allowed them to get into the market and pushed prices up higher in March and February of 2023. Pretty crazy stuff. And I don't know where rates will head further from here in the short term. However, in the long term, a lot of the banks and lenders at these events that I go to in the GTA have all come out and said that they are expecting rates to come down late 2023, early 2024. And that's in line with the Canadian inflation rate. So the Canadian inflation rate has actually been dropping since June of 2022. We saw a peak of the Canadian inflation rate at 8.1%. Inflation was going gangbusters back then. And in March of 2023, we saw inflation come down to 4.3%. So that's a steady decrease from the 8.1% in June. And we are on track to hit 2% probably by July, August of 2023 if the current trend continues, which is pretty amazing. It's going to be great to see inflation hit that low rates going forward. I'm looking to see what happens with the Bank of Canada once inflation does hit 2%. Will they decrease rates? Will they keep rates the same? I don't know, but the 5-year fixed rates have been dropping, as I mentioned. So what's happening with the United States inflation rate? Because we follow closely with that. Has it been increasing at all? Do we have any things to compare to there? And it's not been increasing. The 5-year The inflation rate in the United States is at 5% now, and that's down from a peak of 9.1% in June of 2022. So it's pretty great. Another thing I like to follow is the 3-month interbank rate in Canada. This is the rate that we use to determine whether or not variable rate mortgages are a good deal or not in Canada. And right now it's sitting at 5.05%, which puts the variance to prime at under 2% at 1.65%. And because it's at 1.65%, the competitiveness of a variable rate in Canada is low. So it's always good to check fixed rates right now and variable rates equally. Usually variable rates I recommend, but at this point I cannot recommend a variable rate exclusively because the fixed rate is lower than a variable rate. Variable rates should only be considered if they fit your lifestyle and fit your home ownership goals. I do hold a few variable rate mortgages myself personally. They are variable because of my lifestyle and home ownership goals there. And if you're more interested in learning more about that, you can connect with me. My information is in the video description link below. You can book an appointment with me as well, and we can have that discussion going forward. Okay, what's happening with the employment rate? Another metric that we look at here on Canadian Mortgage Weekly is the employment rate, and it has gone up 0.2% since the previous month. And that means that jobs are still increasing in Canada, and that we are still seeing an economy that is growing, even though it's very small growth. But the Bank of Canada is not going to decrease rates as long as the jobs are growing. So we'll have to see job declines before the Bank of Canada does decrease rates. So right now we're seeing inflation fall, house prices going up, 5-year fixed rates falling, and bond yield falling, and inflation falling. So as long as that's happening, they probably won't do anything because they're all going in different directions and they're waiting for a trend to emerge from all this information. So if we do, however, see inflation falling and employment falling, then they probably will decrease rates in order to maintain jobs because no one wants to have a higher unemployment rate in Canada. Okay, so if there's any questions, you can drop them in the chat. In the meantime, I do want to remind you guys I am giving away some National Nutrition gift cards on my channel today. All you gotta do is like, comment, share this live stream, and tag your friend to be entered into the competition. I have a few gift cards to give away today, and I would love to get those out to you. Winners will be announced privately, and we'll make sure we get those gift cards sent out to you. National Nutrition is a great supplements and vitamin store located in Orillia, Ontario, and it's a place that I go to for my own health. And I would love to share just how great they are to help you with your health and getting it up to speed that way. But enough about them. My name is Joe Bladek. This has been episode 135 for my podcast. I do these episodes every week on Thursdays at 11:30 a.m. weekly. Plus, we also have special episodes for the Bank of Canada interest rate announcements. Those happen 8 times a year. And our next rate announcement, let's see, that's happening in June. I had that up here just a second ago. Right now, the prime rate's sitting at 6.7%. With the next rate announcement here happening on, when is that here? I think it's June. Policy rate still remains at 4.5%. Okay, when's the next rate announcement? Let's see here. June, I believe it's June 6th or 7th, but let me bring that up here. All right, June 7th at 10 a.m. So join me here. If you're looking to capture that live, I will be starting a pre-rate show at 9:45 a.m. with a live rate announcement at 10 a.m. with my sidekick, Interest Rate. She's my sidekick that comes on my channel during these interest rate announcements, and she actually correctly predicted the last rate announcement, which was quite interesting. So we'll see if she does it again next week. In the meantime, thanks for watching. My name is Joe Bladek. This is episode 135 for Canadian Mortgage Weekly. Join me next week as we continue our episodes. And next week, we're going to be looking at National Moving Month. So there'll be some other promotions I start out with next week on my channel. National Moving Month will start in May, and we're going to be talking all about moving your mortgage, moving your house, and all costs and savings related to moving. So looking forward to getting right into that as we finish off National Home Inspections Month and move into National Moving Month. So thanks for watching today. This has been another episode of Canadian Mortgage Weekly, Canada's only weekly video mortgage news podcast, and we will see you next time.